Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I enjoy my walk each day. I like the quietness and solitude, giving me a chance to reflect on my life as well as the world. This morning was special with the sun rising through a light fog. I have been posting videos each day for 858 consecutive days, and I hope that my fast cooking system has helped people to improve their cooking as well as enhance their health. I have been thinking about writing a book to consolidate the basic ideas of my fast cooking system. And if you have any suggestions of what I should include in this book, please leave me a comment. In this video, I would like to demonstrate the benefits of my fast cooking system, even in a stressful time of our life. My wife and I have discovered our refrigerator had failed, and we would not get a replacement until next Monday. And this is going to be about 7 days away. Fortunately, we have a small refrigerator and a small freezer. So with some rearrangement, I think we will last till next week. In this video, I would like to demonstrate the adjustment that I made with my fast cooking system. And the word fast stands for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. This video demonstrates the flexibility of this cooking system, allow me to adjust to the situation. The first thing I need to deal with is how to cook the salmon, which we purchased about a few days ago. I was a little bit concerned because we discovered the failure of the refrigerator probably about 6 to 7 hours after the refrigeration has failed. Without any question, I have some concern about the salmon due to the lack of refrigeration over that time period. However, when I examined them, they seem to be okay, but I'm going to take some precautions by making some modification how I'm going to cook them. And this is a clear advantage of my fast cooking system, that I can make adjustments accordingly. I have prepped the salmon in advance by cutting them into small pieces. I'm going to shallow fry 8 ounces of salmon in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. I'm going to place the skin side of the salmon down on the wok. If I have any concern about the salmon, it's the skin. Because there is a thick layer of fat underneath the skin, and the fat could turn rancid, and which give the salmon an undesirable taste. So to counter this problem, my intention is to fry the skin more than I normally would. This will push out as much oil from the skin as possible. So I fry the salmon with the skin side down for about 90 seconds until I can smell a faint burn odor. And when I turn the salmon over, I can tell that I have achieved my goal. The skin of the salmon is very nicely charred. This is more burnt than I normally would do. However, with this approach, I can guarantee that I would drive all the fat out of the skin. This will give the skin a nice crispy texture. I turn the salmon over to lightly fry the other side. Because I'm a little bit concerned about the salmon has been in a non-refrigerated temperature for about 6-7 hours, I'm going to cook them a little bit longer than I normally would. I turn the salmon over and to fry the other side, but very lightly. And in another 90 seconds, the salmon is done. I set the salmon aside, and now I'm ready to cook the vegetables. All my vegetables seem to be doing well. Fortunately, I have just done my advanced prepping only about a few days ago. The first vegetable that I'm going to cook is some eggplant, which I have in my advanced prepping. I use some of them in cooking this vegetable medley. I'm going to use about equal amount of gailan that I already have. I'm going to use about half of what I have left, and I'm going to use the other half in a future dish. In addition to these two vegetables, I'm going to add some French beans. All of these three vegetables take some time to cook, so it is good to cook them all together. One great thing about stir frying is that by adjusting when you're going to add the ingredients, you can time them that will cook them to the type of texture that you prefer. And the great thing about advanced prepping is that you can create vegetable medley with different vegetable combinations. And there are almost infinite possibilities. And I must admit, this combination is something that I have never tried before. I'm always looking forward to try different vegetable combinations because I never know what might turn out to be perfect. And sometimes not only the different type of vegetable that you put together is important, but also the ratio. Okay, I'm eager to find out how this is going to turn out. And this is the reason with my fast cooking system, home cooking is never boring. And I look around, I find some asparagus that I should use up. Again, the beauty of my fast cooking system is that you use whatever that is available to you. And one thing I found in the refrigerator is some yellow pepper. They were given to me by my friend Brad, and I have them already cut up, so it would be nice to add them to this dish as well. At this point, I already have 5 different vegetables in this dish. I start out with some eggplant, and then with some gailan, French bean, asparagus, and now yellow pepper. So far, I like the combination of the vegetable that I have in this dish, and I think it's going to turn out great. I cannot emphasize more of how important advanced prepping provides me with the pleasure in home cooking. I feel a sense of creativity each time when I cook with all the ingredients available right at my fingertip for me to choose from. At this point, I add some water to the wok to steam the vegetable and also to do some spot cleaning. This is clearly a win-win strategy because it allows me to clean the wok as I cook, and since I have to steam the vegetable with some water anyway, this will make cleaning the wok much easier afterward. One of the greatest challenges in creating a vegetable medley is to make sure that all the vegetables are cooked to the consistency that you would like. This is where sequential stir frying is essential. The basic idea of this technique is to put the vegetable into the wok in different orders according to how long you want to cook them. Okay, now I'm ready to season the dish. I'm going to season the dish very lightly with about 1.5 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Again, there are many different strategies to season the dish, and that is where flavor chasing comes into play. Most of the time, I try to season my dish as lightly as possible so I can enjoy the natural flavors of the ingredients. Next, I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of minced ginger. And the reason that I add the ginger during the final stage of the cooking process is because this will allow the ginger has more distinct flavor to the dish. Because my wife is a big fan of ginger, and by adding the ginger at the end of the cooking process, it will give the dish a distinct ginger flavor. Fresh ginger is very different from ginger powder. And for people who love ginger, fresh ginger has no substitute. The final ingredients I'm going to add to this dish is some fresh tomatoes. I add the tomato toward the end because I would like the tomato to have a distinct flavor in the dish. I would like the tomato just barely cooked so I can still taste the texture of the tomatoes. A few quick mix, the dish is done. I'm going to transfer to the plate that I already have the salmon placed in it. Instead of mixing them together, I'm going to keep them in a separate part of the plate. This will allow the salmon and the vegetable medley to have their distinct flavor. In many ways, they are like two separate dishes. The total cook time of these two different dishes is about 12 minutes. So to cook this meal from the time I step foot into the kitchen to have the dish to be served on the table is less than 20 minutes. And this is the goal of my fast cooking system, to make home cooking practical, efficient, but at the same time fun and creative. The dish turned out to be delicious. In fact, the blackening of the salmon make the salmon taste even better, something that I did not realize in the past. It turned out that I really enjoy the charring of the salmon skin. The crispy texture as well as the slight bitterness of the skin create an interesting contrast to the flesh of the salmon. I can see myself continue to work on this to achieve the optimum balance of how I like them. And to me, this is the fun and pleasure of home cooking. I know that I will continue to improve as a cook to enhance both the flavor and nutritional value of my food. And this is what I like to convey in my YouTube channel to help you achieve the same objective. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking practical, efficient, fun, and creative using my fast cooking system. If you would like to learn more about how to make home cooking sustainable as part of your daily routine, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.